Today, we're going to be taking a look at Social Growth Engine. Is it legitimate? Are you actually going to gain real Instagram followers? My name is Ethan, and I've been doing professional Instagram marketing since 2014. And today, we're going to be taking a closer look at Social Growth Engine. Hey guys, so before I begin, I have reviewed over 25 different Instagram growth services. So if you want to find out more about why these reviews matter, and if you want to find the top rankings of the growth services that I have reviewed, and if you want to understand the grading process that I use for these videos, be sure to check out ascendviral.com/grades. Also, I have a nearly 3-hour, completely free Instagram marketing course that's available on YouTube. You can find it in the link in the description, or you can go to ascendviral.com/course to find all the material associated with that course. Did I mention it's completely free? So please check it out if you're interested. It's a great resource if you're looking to gain followers on Instagram. Now, let's begin the review. So here we are on socialgrowthengine.com. And we will be checking out their Instagram growth services. And they got a few different ones here, but we are going to be reviewing the $149 Instagram Growth Engine Pro 100% manual growth. The reason why we are doing that is because I imagine that's the best service that they have to offer. That's the most organic service that they have to offer. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to cherry pick their best service, and that's the one that we're going to be reviewing here. From my calculations and from what I could find online, they've been around since about 2017, and we will be rating them on the 5-star scale. And let me explain that to you right now. All growth services are ranked from 0 to 5 stars. The grading rubric is as follows. Number 1, is there a focus on the user's content? Good content is the key to growth. A service should assist in helping the user create better content or give coaching advice on how to improve their current content strategy. Some kind of content assistance earns a star. Number 2, what type of growth is it? Does the growth method that the service used go against Instagram's terms of service, or is it a legitimate growth strategy? A legitimate, ethical growth strategy earns a star. Number 3, is it manual or is it a bot? Does the service incorporate some kind of AI, software, bot, or some kind of automation that goes against Instagram's terms of service? Or is it a manual service performed by hand on a real phone? Any kind of manual service, which is preferred, earns a star. Number 4, is there a free trial or guarantee? Does the service offer some kind of free trial or some kind of satisfaction or growth guarantee? A free trial earns half a star, and a satisfaction or growth guarantee earns half a star. Number 5, who is running the company? Can the owner or the actual team information be easily found on the website? If the team or owner can be easily identified, they earn a star. All right, so if we go here to the Instagram Growth Engine Pro, let's talk about it, okay? So on the 5-point scale, we talk about content, we talk about whether or not it's a good type of growth and whether or not it's being done by hand, whether or not they have free trials, and whether or not there's real people behind the site. So if we go by what they're saying on the site, they are a manual Instagram growth service that does follow and follow, which is good. However, I have some suspicions about this site. But let's get into the good. First of all, is there a focus on content? Kind of. There's kind of a focus on content. So whether or not they actually give you content advice on this plan, I don't think they do. However, I'm guessing if you talk to their dedicated account manager, they would tell you that content is important because they do offer content services elsewhere. Okay, so here they have professionally designed Instagram posts delivered monthly for $200 a month. That's kind of an indication that they want to see you have organic, healthy, good growth that's supported by good content. Okay, a lot of other services are like, you know what? Doesn't really matter if you post good content or not because we're going to send you fake followers anyway. That's like 20 of the growth services that I'm reviewing. So I'm reviewing 31. Like 20 of them are just like, you know what? We're just going to send you fake followers anyway. Content doesn't matter. I don't think that's what's happening here. I do want to believe that there's probably some kind of acknowledgement somewhere deep within the service, even though it's not explicitly stated, that content is important. So for that reason, I'm giving them a massive benefit of the doubt, and I'm giving them half a star for whether or not there's a focus on content, simply because for $200 per month, you can get content created by them. So now let's talk about what type of growth it is. It appears to be follow unfollow, or it appears to be some kind of interaction method. And I don't even know if they explicitly state, how does the Instagram growth engine work? Okay, liking, following, interacting with users. Okay, so it is. It is an interaction follow and follow method, which is good. I like to see that. However, ultimately, we have to ask whether or not it's an automated process or not. And although they say 100% manual growth, here's what I don't like. I don't like that Social Growth Engine is a service that doesn't really care about overall account safety. And what I mean by that is they have a lot of things here that aren't manual growth. For example, this. I imagine this is a very, very similar service, the $89 per month, but this is done via automation. So I don't like that they have a mixture of, methods that could get your account banned, and then they have organic methods. I don't like that the same site is offering both of those things. And I also imagine there's other unsavory things here if we keep investigating. But again, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt here. So as far as whether or not it's manual or it's a bot, because they do both, they have a service that will just put your account at risk. And then they have this service. I just don't like that the same company is offering a service that could get your account banned and then one that's healthy. I just don't like how those interact. I think a solid company wouldn't do that. And it just makes me uneasy a little bit. I would be hesitant to give them my Instagram credentials if they're so casually doing automation and they're doing things that violate Instagram's terms of service. So for whether or not is it manual or is it a bot, I'm giving them half a star. Also, they don't explicitly say that it's being done by hand, which maybe you think, okay, it's manual growth. They don't need to explain it's being done by hand. Check out my Flock Social review. That's manual growth and it's not done by hand. And you have to be aware of that kind of stuff. So just because they didn't explicitly state that it's being done by hand, they get half a star. And also because they do automated growth, they get half a star. Even if it's not on this package, overall, it should be something that is of concern. But that being said, I'm trying to be nice to them. That being said, 100% manual growth is good. Follow interaction growth is good. The fact that they are providing services that would help someone have better content is good. So from those three categories, they earn a total of 2 stars. So they get half a point for content, full point for interaction growth, half a point for whether or not this is manual or not. So that leads us to 2 stars. And then we have to talk about whether or not there's a free trial or whether or not there's a guarantee. From what I can tell, there's none. There's no free trial. There's no refund policy. There's no growth guarantee. I couldn't find anything like that. Where's your refund policy? Yeah, they don't even say what the refund policy is here. But if you go to the terms of service, they basically say there's no refunds, which is concerning. It's a little concerning. That's not something you typically would want to see for the price. And considering the lack of benefits, there's definitely better options out there. And then the last star that they could potentially earn is who is running the company. Yeah, there's no owner information anywhere. Again, whether or not a company lists who the owner is kind of like the litmus test of whether or not a company is legit in my books. The top 5 companies that I'm reviewing, they all have owner information, right? And that's basically, there's no other owner information basically outside the top 5, with like the exception of like one. There's like one service at like 20, I think, that has their owner listed. But besides that, Yeah, you'd want to see who owns the site if you're going to give them your sensitive credit card information, and if you're going to give them access to your Instagram account. I think that should be the standard in the industry, but for some reason it's not. So socialgrowthengine.com earns a total of 2 stars out of 5. And believe it or not, that places them 7th out of the 31 growth services that I have reviewed. That speaks volumes on what's happening between 8 and 31, right? There's not a lot of strong competition out there. If a company with 2 stars makes it this high. But that being said, there's a lot worse that you can do. There's definitely a lot worse you can do. The fact that they claim manual growth, follow growth, there's some emphasis on content. Those are all positive signs. No free trials hurts them. No guarantees, refund policy hurts them. Owner information that's not visible anywhere is very shady. Yeah. So that's my thoughts on Social Growth Engine. If you want to check them out, you can go to socialgrowthengine.com. If you want to check out my organic Instagram growth service, you can check out ascendviral.com/followers. And if you want to check out all 31 companies that I have reviewed, you can check out ascendviral.com/grades. And I think that completes this Social Growth Engine review. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.